Hey guys, what's up? DJ's Aviation here. Welcome to a brand new 1:400 scale model aircraft unboxing. Today, sitting in front of us is the extremely rare Herpa 1:400 Antonov 225. I'm now going to progress to read a little bit about the Antonov. The Antonov, or AN-225, is a strategic airlift cargo aircraft that was designed by the Antonov Bureau in the Soviet Union in the 1980s. It is powered by 6 turbofan engines and is the longest and heaviest airplane ever built, with a maximum takeoff weight of 640 tons. It also has the largest wingspan of any aircraft in operational service. The single example built has the Ukrainian civil registration UR-82060. A second airframe with a slightly different configuration was partially built. Its construction was halted in 1994 because of a lack of funding and interest, but briefly revived in 2009, bringing it to 60 to 70% completion. On the 30th of August 2016, Antonov agreed to complete the second airframe for the Aviation Industry Corporation of China, as a prelude to the AICC commencing series production. The Antonov 225, initially developed for the task of transporting the Buran spaceplane, was an enlargement of the successful AN-124. The first and only AN-225 was completed in 1988. After successfully fulfilling its Soviet military missions, it was mothballed for 8 years. It was then refurbished and reintroduced and is in commercial operation with Antonov Airlines, carrying oversized payloads. The airlifter holds the absolute world record for an airlifted single-item payload of 189,980 kilograms or 418,830 pounds, and an airfield total payload of 253,820 kilos. It has also transported a payload of 247,000 kilos on a commercial flight. The first flight of the AN-225 was on the 21st of December 1988. Primary user is Antonov Airlines, number built 1. It was developed from the Antonov 124. Anyway, so now we're going to begin to go on a tour of the box. At the top we have the Antonov Airlines AN-225, 1:400 scale to the right, a picture of the AN-225, Herpa miniature model, and the Herpa logo. Moving to the bottom, Herpa logo, 1:400 scale, and the Antonov Airlines Antonov AN-225, and the Rego, which is UR-82060. Moving along here, we have again more information, the barcode, Herpa logo, and Herpa, the website. The same on that side. This side is the same with just a barcode. Now onto the back, we have some information. Quite a lot of information in different languages, but we are going to now zoom in on the information of the AN-225, so the dimensions. Now that we're zoomed in, I'll give you guys a second to pause it and you can read the information. Moving on, the Herpa box has a flap just like the Gemini Jets boxes, and it does have some information. I will give you again a second to pause the information. On the right is the English version. We now have the model out of the box, moving from left to right. On the left hand side we have the cockpit windows, we have the very, very large nose, and you can probably see there written is the Antonov 225. That is just located above the yellow and blue swish that continues throughout the model all the way to the tail, and is also on the engines and the tail, or tails as it's plural. Moving along, we have the International Cargo Transporter, the Ukraine flag, the entry door, the first nose gear. A bit further along, we have the start of the absolutely gigantic wings with 3 engines. We will get a close-up view of the engines in a second. Just below, or to the right of the second engine, so the middle engine, you can probably see the main landing gears. Now, there are, of course, more landing gears on this model than all my other ones, and it is a lot heavier. Moving along to the right, there is the registration, which is UR-82060. This is currently the only AN-225 in service, but as I said earlier, there will be a second one in the future. Moving to the right and the last part of the model, we have that distinctive yellow and blue swish, which comes from, intersects in the middle of the tail, and we have the little Antonov Airlines logo. As promised, we will now go over the 6 engines that accompany the AN-225. Of course, on your screen now are only half of them, so 3. These engines are the LOD-18T, and they are quite powerful. I have only seen the AN-124, and the roar was absolutely amazing. Quick fun fact about the AN-225, this has had a couple of different registrations. When it was delivered on the 21st of December 1988, it had the registration of CCCP-82060. It then had UR-82060, UR-480182, and now finally, since 1998, it's had UR-82060. So, a lot of swapping with the registrations. I've now included a shot head-on with the AN-225. As you can see, we have the 6 engines, and this is kind of the profile of the aircraft. It is very unique, and as I said earlier, it's based off the AN-124. Quite a beautiful aircraft. It has been to Perth once. I would really like to see it here in Melbourne. And I think what really makes the AN-225 unique, and this is forgetting the 6 engines, is definitely the way the tail looks. You could kind of say it's the split winglets, just like some of the 737s in Europe have. However, these winglets are absolutely ginormous, and of course they are near the tail. They kind of act as the tail. So this is kind of a different angle. I thought I would add this in just because the presence is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys like this shot. Summing up the overall design and the way this model looks, I'm really happy with it. I'd probably give this model a 9 out of 10. This is the first time I've purchased a Herpa 1:400 scale model. As you might have known, all my GSE, so ground service equipment, is in the 1:500 scale. Of course, they have been really good to me, so I thought, why not give Herpa a try? And of course, they have made the AN-225 in the 1:400 scale, so really, you can't go wrong with this model. I would highly recommend it if you can find it anywhere. It is certainly a rare model, and it did take some time to find, and of course you might be paying a little bit more than the standard 1:400 price, as the box, which you'll see in the shot now, is absolutely massive. Comparing it to the likes of a 737 box or even a 747 box in the 1:400 scale, it kind of dwarfs the other boxes, I would probably have to say. The detail on the aircraft, although not as much as Gemini jets, I'm still quite happy with. The wheels are very solid. The mould is also very solid. I was quite surprised about this. I didn't think the Herpa mould was the best. I definitely know that in the 1:500 scale they are very well known and of course highly regarded amongst collectors, but they haven't really broken into the 1:400 scale market as much as the likes of Gemini jets. So I was quite cautious when purchasing this, but overall I have no regrets with it. I would really recommend it to any collector out there, of course, if you can find it in your stores. I purchased this off eBay. It is at the Scale Model Store now. There is an option for it to be there. I will link it in the description below if you want to possibly get it. However, I do think it is sold out, so apologies if it's sold out. You might just have to do a bit more research. If you do want it, I would search into Google Herpa 1:400 AN-225. You can add the registration if you want, which is just recapping UR-82060, but again, it is not really necessary. It should just come up if it is anywhere, but be prepared, there will be a hefty price tag to it because it is so rare. So thank you very much for watching this model unboxing. I know the AN-225 has been coming for a long time. I have had it for a while, I just haven't had the time to record. I am making a lot more time now as I am running out of plane spotting videos to create my model unboxings, so for the people that enjoy that kind of video, you guys will be in luck as I will be posting a lot more. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next unboxing video or model airport video or how to build your own model airport, of course. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I will have new videos out on the weekend or a bit later in the week. Thank you.